Well, I'm not the person you think I am. I am your POV guy who is going to be you today and show you how it feels to win a lottery worth $50 million. And before you start picturing the house and the car and the vacation, let me tell you something real quick. About a third of people who win jackpots like this end up filing for bankruptcy. Not in 50 years, in 3 to 5. So the question is not what would you buy? The question is what would this money turn you into? Let me show you. Level 1. The ticket. You are standing in a gas station at 11:47 p.m. You are checking your numbers on your phone because the TV at home does not get the channel. You read them once, you read them again, you put the phone down, pick it up and read them a third time. Your hands are doing something they have never done before. They are shaking, not from cold, not from fear, from something your body has no name for yet. You don't scream, you don't call anyone, you just sit in your car in that parking lot for 11 minutes, staring at the ticket on your dashboard, and the only thought in your head is, if I tell anyone right now something bad is going to happen. You do not know why you think that, but you are already right. Now here is the first thing a lottery lawyer will tell you. Sign the back of that ticket immediately, because whoever holds it owns it. That is the law. And the second thing they will tell you, shut your mouth. Do not post, do not call your cousin, do not celebrate in public, because the moment people know you have this money, you are no longer a person, you are a target. Level 2, the claim. So now you have to make a choice, lump sum or annuity. The jackpot says 50 million, but if you take the cash option, the federal government takes 24% right off the top. Your state takes its cut too. Depending on where you live, you could walk away with somewhere around 20 million. Still life-changing, still more money than you have ever seen in one place, but it is not 50 million. And that gap between what you thought you won and what you actually take home, that is the first crack in the fantasy. So you hire a financial advisor, an estate attorney, and a CPA. You set up a trust because in most states, they will make you stand in front of cameras holding a giant check. And the last thing you need is your face on the local news next to a number with 7 zeros. Some winners actually rent a house in a different town under a fake name just to get through the first month. And that should tell you everything about what this kind of money feels like up close. But this is where it starts to feel good. Level 3. The honeymoon. And for a little while, it is exactly as good as you think. You pay off your house, you pay off your parents' house, you buy a car you have been thinking about since you were 15, and when you drive it off the lot, you feel something close to invincible. You take your family on a trip that would have taken you 3 years to save for, and you do not check the bill once. Not once. But then your phone starts ringing more than it ever has. Old friends you have not spoken to in years suddenly want to get dinner. A cousin you barely know sends you a long message about a medical situation. Some guy from high school pitches you on a restaurant idea. And here is the part nobody prepares you for. Every single one of these people believes they deserve a piece of what you have, and saying no to any of them makes you the villain of their story. The average winner ends up giving away close to 60% of their money to family and friends within the first 2 years. Not because they are generous, because the pressure to give is so constant and so personal that saying no feels like losing the people you had before the money showed up. And that is a trade most people do not know how to make. Level 4. The turn. Somewhere around month 8, the high is gone, and something else has moved in. You bought a house that is way too big for your family. 10,000 square feet sounded incredible in the listing. Now you are heating rooms nobody walks into, and your kid still sleeps in the same corner of the same bedroom because that is what feels normal to them. You start realizing the house was not for living, it was for proving something, and you are not even sure who you were proving it to. Your spending does not feel reckless because no single purchase is that big. But the truth is, you have no system, no budget, no experience managing this kind of money. The financial advisor sends reports you do not fully understand. Your taxes are more complicated than anything you have ever dealt with. And the number in your account, the one that used to make your chest tight with excitement, it has started going in a direction you did not expect this soon. So you do what anyone would do at 2 a.m. You Google lottery winners who went broke. And what you find does not help you sleep. A guy named Bud Post won $16.2 million. He was $1 million in debt within a year, bought houses, boats, and a twin-engine plane he was not even licensed to fly. His own brother got arrested for trying to have him killed. He died broke. You are not Bud Post, but you understand him now, and that understanding scares you more than anything. Level 5. The real level. And this is where the story splits. Most people never hear about this part because it is not dramatic enough for the news. The winners who actually survive, the ones who keep the money 10 years later, they all did a few things the same way. They stayed anonymous. They kept working, not because they had to, but because sitting around all day with unlimited cash and nothing to do is a trap that most people do not see coming. They said no to the people who only showed up after the numbers hit, and they treated the money like something to protect, not something to show off with. And if you made it through all of that, you are not the same person who was sitting in that gas station parking lot with shaking hands. The money did not ruin you, but it tested every part of who you were before it arrived. Your patience, your boundaries, your ability to sit across from someone who wants something from you and still say no without hating yourself for it. And that is what nobody tells you about winning the lottery. The ticket is not the hard part. Living with what it does to your life, to your relationships, and to the version of yourself you thought you knew, that is the real game. And most people lose it. So let me ask you this. If you won tomorrow, what is the first thing you would actually do? Tell me in the comments.